Thank you all for being here. What a week it has been thus far for UFC 315. I can't believe it has been 10 years since we have been back in this mixed martial arts hotbed. The loudest MMA crowd I have ever heard in my entire life was in this building for UFC 113 when Shogun Rua beat Lyoto Machida. Per person, you guys make more noise than MMA fans in the world. And so we're very excited to be back here. In an hour, we have the ceremonial weigh-in, but right now, you know we have a very special treat. When it comes to mixed martial arts royalty in this nation, we have 4 athletes that very much qualify. First out for us today. And by the way, I would just like to thank Tourism Montreal. If we could all put together a hand for Tourism Montreal. Without them, we're not back here. And hopefully it won't be 10 years before we get back here for another pay-per-view. All right, first out today, Montreal's own. She is a mixed martial arts pioneer. Back in 2015, as many of you know, she challenged Joanna Jędrzejczyk for the UFC strawweight title. Please welcome 6-time UFC veteran, TVA sports commentator, Valerie Letourneau. All right, next out, also on the sticks for TVA Sports. This man is a 21-time UFC veteran, wins against the likes of Scott Smith, Kendall Grove, Ricardo Almeida, and back in 2008, he challenged Anderson Silva for the undisputed middleweight title. Please welcome 10-time UFC winner, Patrick Cote. All right, next UFC star out to the stage. This is a 13-time UFC veteran. He would go on to win the Bellator welterweight championship. As many of you know, his title fight against Robbie Lawler at UFC 189 was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2023. You know who it is, the Red King, Rory MacDonald. All right, and our final athlete is a man who in all likelihood needs no introduction around these parts. He made his UFC debut at UFC 46, ended his career with 13 straight wins. He is in the Hall of Fame. He is a former UFC welterweight and middleweight champion, arguably the greatest of all time, George Rush St-Pierre.
What's up, John?
The house that George
John,
built, yes.
John, before we start, and I think we're all gonna agree, this is out of the blue. I think someone is missing on this chair.
Yep.
He's a legend. He's with us. He's the first guy from Quebec to compete in UFC, fought for a world title. David the Crow Loiseau! Let's go!
Yes!
Please.
Thank you, George.
David Loiseau, ladies and gentlemen, the man before the man. Yeah, you sit right here. You sit right here. All right, so we have microphones set up. This is largely a fan event. Time permitting, we might get to some media questions, but don't be shy. This, fans, is for you. We have a microphone set up right here and another one on the other side. So as we populate these microphones, as we wait for some brave souls, I'm just going to ask our esteemed panel today. We'll start with Val. Very excited, I know a lot of these fans are, to see you on the desk here working at UFC 315, but how excited are you to have the UFC back in the place that you call home?
It's just amazing. It's an amazing experience for me. Also, the fact that I fought here 10 years ago was a dream come true, to be fighting for the UFC, winning my first fight at 115, and now to be working still for the UFC. As an analyst, that will be a very unique experience.
My man, Patrick Cote, always looking good, champ. So you've been doing the TV work for a long time, so I know you've been embedded in the game, but what are your thoughts on everything that's in front of us this week?
Someone come back! Yeah! It's amazing. It's an amazing experience. The UFC, it's 10 years waiting to coming back here. It's finally they're back, and I think I'm not the only one that was missing the UFC. Everybody's here for that. So thank you for to be here. Thank you you're gonna be there tomorrow night too. It's gonna be an exciting event, and just to cheer for the people that is gonna present us, like him
We'll see.
and Marc-André Barrios.
Might be something good though. Let's see if it works.
Sorry you got into
No,
it.
no problem.
Rory MacDonald is here, folks. The Red King is here. Now, Rory, you've kept a little bit of a low profile, so I know for a lot of us, the UFC staff, it's nice for us to see you. What is it like for you to be back in front of these adoring UFC fans?
Thank you. It's an honor to be back here. I mean, it's been a few years since being in front of this many people and being on the stage with UFC, so it's honored to be welcomed and thankful to be here.
George St-Pierre, it feels as though an event in this building just wouldn't be complete without your presence. I know you will be in Eamon's Corner, and you'll be here for UFC 315. How excited are you for Saturday night, sir?
Very excited. Some of good memory gonna re-emerge on Saturday night. Et merci à tout le monde pour le support que vous m'avez donné au fil des années. Merci à tous.
David Loiseau, when I started covering mixed martial arts, you were the man. What are your thoughts on where the sport is now and everything that's coming up this weekend, champ?
I love the sport, and you know what? I'm a crowd guy. I love the crowd. You guys, thank you for being here. Make some noise, guys. Please, please. Yeah, man. That's what I miss the most, the fans.
You fans are the lifeblood of the sport, and as we've said, the Canadian fans are just something special. Far shorter line over here, but we will begin on stage left. Mike Bond, go ahead.
Just one for George. George, obviously a lot of history in this building. The welterweight title is on the line. If the UFC permits it, would you be willing to enter the cage after the main event and wrap the belt around the winner of Bilal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena?
No, yeah. Of course, if they want me to do it, I'll do it. But on Saturday, I'm going to work as a cornerman. And my priority is to be there for Amin Zahabi. And he has an incredible task ahead, fighting Jose Aldo. So if everything goes according to plan and we got the W and they want me to do it, why not? Would be an honor.
Thank you. Over here, sir. Go ahead.
Ma question est pour Georges. Georges, l'an prochain, si Martin Saint-Louis te demande, tu peux venir être un assistant entraîneur pour le Canadien de Montréal? On sait que tu donnes des bons speeches. Tu peux-tu donner des speeches pour nos boys?
Je pense que je pourrais pas être un entraîneur parce que mes connaissances au hockey sont limitées, mais peut-être que je pourrais être un bon support moral pour l'équipe. Avec peut-être ça pourrait faire l'affaire.
C'est quoi un speech que tu dirais avant une game?
Ben écoute, je pourrais leur parler comment contrôler la peur et se concentrer sur comment on bâtit notre confiance avec la préparation. Et la confiance, c'est pas l'absence de peur, c'est de savoir qu'on a ce qu'il faut pour réussir. Et quand tu as foi en toi-même et tu as la confiance, sky's the limit.
Merci beaucoup.
Back over here. Go ahead.
This week, Mike Mallet expressed how special it was to fight in Montreal, saying it's Canada's fighting capital. So besides it being legal in Quebec, the longest in Canada, what else sets Montreal apart, and Canada, for that matter, apart on the global stage of MMA?
Val, you want to take that one? Or Patrick, what do you guys think makes this market so special?
That's easy. We have the best in history. That's the thing.
Sorry.
What? No, that's
said
easy to know why Canada
He's always
is,
cutting me out.
So it's easy because we have the best in history. We have the GOAT. So it's easy to be a big fan in Canada about mixed martial art. We have so many history in that sport. And I think if you want to follow a great path of a great athlete, George is the amazing path that you're going to follow. And I think all fighters are going to start, doing mixed martial art or already in the mix can watch the path of George, and they're gonna do well.
Yeah. Also, what sets Quebec apart is the amount of schools and gyms that are martial arts schools and gyms that we have in the city. We have a lot of martial artists, and it's been like that for years, since the 80s and the kickboxing days, 80s, 90s. So yeah, Montreal is combat city. We have a lot of schools, a lot of fighters, and we're gonna keep coming.
Good question. Thank you very much. Back over here, sir. Go ahead.
Georges, you had a long, historic career. Out of all your wins, what was your favorite?
My favorite, the most memorable for me was the one against Matt Serra in Montreal. It was, it was without a doubt the loudest crowd I ever seen in my entire life. I remember that even during the announcement, I couldn't hear Bruce Buffer talking. It was crazy loud. I never seen anything like it in my life, and it was just unbelievable. And it's a memory that I will have for the rest of my life.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Perfect.
This one's for the GOAT, GSP. You've talked a lot about fear being a tool. Can you explain how you manage fear before a fight and how that approach applies to your life outside the octagon?
Yeah, it's a good question. A lot of guys and a lot of the guys on stage can talk about it. We see very often athletes that perform very well in a gym, but when the lights are on and it's time to pull the trigger, they crumble because fear can act like it can crush you if you don't know how to deal with it. But I use fear to elevate me. I know when I'm afraid that I train harder in the fear that my opponent is getting more ready than I am. When I'm afraid, I know that my reaction time is better. I know that I don't cut corners. I'm sharp because I'm afraid to underperform. So you need to use fear in a positive way. And the way you do it is with the preparation. And if you prepare well, you build up your confidence. And with confidence, you have the right to walk in a fight with faith in yourself. Fear will always be there, but it's a good thing, my friend.
Go ahead, sir.
Moi, ma question, c'est pour Georges aussi. Ce serait quoi ton conseil numéro 1 pour avancer dans la vie?
Oh, Dieu. Ça dépend qu'est-ce que tu veux faire. Moi, si je pouvais retourner en arrière et parler à un jeune Georges, je lui dirais d'arrêter de s'en faire trop pour le futur et d'essayer de vivre le moment présent. Parce que souvent, j'avais l'impression que je n'avais pas de plaisir à faire ce que je faisais parce que je m'inquiétais trop pour le futur. Je pense que vivre le moment présent, c'est quelque chose de très important dans la vie et essayer de savourer chaque moment. De pouvoir se pardonner pour ce qu'on a fait dans le passé et de ne pas trop s'inquiéter pour ce qui s'en vient dans le futur et prendre le temps de vivre au présent.
C'est pas mal inspirant, Georges.
I got a question for Rory MacDonald. Let's go, the champ. It is Jack Della Maddalena's first 5-round fight in the UFC. My question is, do you remember your first 5-round fight and how different you took that in preparation and how Jack should approach it tomorrow night?
I actually don't remember my first 5-round fight. Sorry.
Fair enough.
But no, it's definitely a different preparation. You can't be as eager going into the first few rounds. Obviously, you have to have more endurance. It's a different game plan, adjusting to the 5 rounds. I mean, I'm sure he's going to be prepared. It's going to be a great fight.
Thank you. Much love.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, sir. Back over to you.
This one's for GSP and Rory. Being the underground city, do you guys have any underground Canadians that are up and coming that you have an eye on?
Yeah, there's one. His name is Ayman Zahabi. And if he wins tomorrow night, I think he's going to be a serious contender for a world title. And hopefully, the UFC could potentially come back here in Montreal for a world title fight where he's going to headline the card. That would be the plan.
For myself, there's a lot of great talent, up-and-coming talent. I couldn't really pinpoint one, but there's a ton of guys on the rise. It's great to see Canadian MMA, the young guys coming up, and it's cool to be in a position now where I could give back to what has been given to me into the younger generation. But I couldn't tell you one guy to keep an eye out for. No, sorry.
We look forward to seeing the next you guys.
Thank you.
Can't wait.
Thank you, sir. Back over here.
Salut tout le monde, salut Montréal. Comment vous allez? Je m'appelle Adam pour Ashken MMA au Maroc. J'ai une petite question pour toi, Georges. En 2015, tu avais dit comme quoi ton petit déjeuner préféré, c'est le msemen marocain. C'est
vrai.
quand qu'on te voit au Maroc faire des stages de MMA. T'es le bienvenu quand tu veux.
Écoute, j'attends une invitation. Il faut que tu me donnes une invitation, puis ça va me
T'es
faire
le
plaisir.
bienvenu. T'es le bienvenu quand tu veux, en tout cas.
On va travailler là-dessus. C'est un projet futur.
Parfait, merci beaucoup.
Merci à toi.
My question is for Rory MacDonald. Me and my best friend growing up watched you, and you were our favorite fighter growing up. So my question is, has it ever crossed your mind to ever like come back to UFC? And if so, like what would be the fight you'd want?
I mean, from time to time, it has come back, but shortly after, when I actually think about it and what it entails, I'm not that kind of person anymore. I don't have the drive, the intensity it takes to be at a championship level anymore. So, I mean, sometimes it's nice to dream when you're having a lot of coffee or something, but when the reality comes down to it, no, it's not for me anymore.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good question. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Six legends here, right here. So before my question, I just want to say something. John Jones, they say he's the GOAT, might be the GOAT. Khabib might be the GOAT. Maybe, I don't know, DJ. But Dana White listening to this, everybody listening to this. George St-Pierre is the only certified GOAT right here. Yeah. Do you agree with that or not? Do you agree or not? Double champion. Please.
GSP. Thank you.
GSP. And double champion, did it clean. USADA, free, everything, like so good. Humble as a man. We appreciate you, George. We love you, all right? Yeah. Maybe a picture later, I don't know, but...
Of course.
Thank you. So now my question, for all of you, even John Anik, I'm inviting you to answer to the question. What defines you as an athlete? You know, like, what's the difference between an athlete himself that trains hard, eats healthy and everything, and someone that lives like normally, as a regular person? So each one of you answers.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Val.
I think we all human. We all the same. Sometimes people forget how human we are. We have families to take care of, but I think it's just our will to. But this is something that can be for anyone. Our will to be better every single day. It becomes an obsession, and then when you keep working and have a good work ethic, just as George was explaining earlier, it's all about preparation. Then that's what will make the difference. But that's what will make the difference for anyone who wants to be successful in whatever they do.
Yeah, I think it's about passion. You find your own passion. It doesn't matter if it's music, flowers, or sports. It doesn't matter. If you have a passion that's going to give you the juice to wake up every morning, that's the key. And the resilience too, because you're going to have a lot of hype and a lot of down when you're going to, especially in fighting world. But it's the resilience. If you have a passion, you're going to find the way to get back on top.
I would say work ethic, passion, enjoying what you do, you know, going to training and stuff, and then enjoying the experience, I think is a big part of it into long-term success, because you're not going to put in that hard work if you're in there not enjoying yourself. So I think, you know, having fun, making it a fun experience for yourself as you prepare is super important.
Let him clap, man. This is Rory MacDonald.
Maybe it's too long as a question. I don't know, but
yeah. You know, also everybody's mentioning different things. I think that all of them are going to agree. It's obsession. You know, we're all obsessed with the end result. We all wanted to be the best we could be. You know what I mean? So it was just we're all in. We didn't do it half-ass or part-time. We were all training every single day. And when we're not training, we're just thinking about the next fight and the training and improvement. To get to that level, to fight at the elite level, you need to be obsessed?
I have a little different answer. I mean, everything is good, but I think first you need the talent. If you know, talent is one thing, but I don't think everybody is talented at the elite level. So it's not the reason why you become champion. Work hard, it's important, but there's guys that work just as hard as me, and they didn't come champion. I think what makes the difference is to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and never miss an opportunity to improve. And people tend to focus on the big things, but I think that if you focus on the little thing that you do every day, that adds up every day, every week, every month, after a year, when you turn around and you look of how much you have improved, that's what matters the most. So never miss an opportunity to improve, and don't be afraid to get out your comfort zone. I think that's what makes the difference sometimes between someone who make it, someone who does not make it professional, you know, as an athlete.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro. Go ahead.
I got one for George. As a legend of our sport, you've probably seen all kinds of stuff with the way that, you know, the sport has evolved over the years and different styles, techniques. Who are some of your favorite fighters to watch now?
Well, there's a lot of guys I like to watch. I like to watch John Jones, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane, Islam Makhachev. I like to watch all the guys. I mean, all the champions, for sure. I like also to watch the guys that creates drama. I've never been a guy who likes to trash talk, but I think it's fun. It adds something to the fight. It adds some spice to it. And I think it's fun, you know, like I always have a good time. And also my of course, guys that like my training partner, I used to watch them fight like all the time. So I was emotionally involved.
George, you did some trash talk. You did it.
I'm not impressed
Not
by
impressed by your performance.
That's right.
it.
That's right.
We all remember
That's right.
that.
Think I'm afraid of you?
Yeah, that's another one. These lines gonna follow me until I die, unfortunately.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, brother.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Montreal? First of all, I'd like to thank each one of you guys. I'd like to thank David for being the first to put Quebec on the map. Yeah. Rory for showing what Canadian heart was about. Patrick for being the first to show that Quebecers were not scared to face the greatest of all. And Valerie for showing a new path for women athletes in Quebec. And also George for just being the GOAT.
Thank you.
My question is, as you may have known, we have tonight, we have a local promotion, Samurai MMA, that's showcasing some of the greatest local young athletes. But people might not know that amateur MMA is illegal in Quebec. Ontario just legalized it. So I ask you guys, what will it take to make the greatest combat sports province in Canada to allow amateur athletes to compete so we can get more champions, more killers, and all these guys to end up on that stage? Because I know some of you guys fought way back in those underground, those parking lot, those shady events. What marked you guys in the earlier amateur career or the pro career?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I'm on your side. I think we need to create the new generation about fighting, about the fighter. It's looked like it's a lot complicated. It's like it's a politics things. I hope that, I don't know if we can do something by saying something about we really want to have that. If I feel that it's a little bit out of our hands, but I'm with you, man. I want to create a real amateur circuit that we're going to be able to build the next generation and to have another guys like who's going to take our place in the future.
Sir, of course you can. You guys hold the weight. You guys have the power in your hands.
We can.
Yes.
They need to work on it. Yeah, it's a must thing to do. 100%. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. John Anik, I love you.
Love you too, brother. Thank you very much. Guys, we got like 15 minutes to go, so we're going to try to get to as many of you who have already lined up as humanly possible. Young man, go ahead.
My question right here is for GSP. First of all, I just want to say you look great, man. You age like a fine wine. You've been an inspiration to me throughout my career.
Hey, yo.
And it is true, though. It is true, though.
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question?
Oh, I didn't get there yet. I'm about to get there. So my question for you is, who's on your Mount Rushmore of UFC GOATs?
Well, there's a lot of guys that can be there. It's first John Jones, Demetrius Johnson, Anderson Silva, Khabib. Also, with McGregor could be there because he brought the sport to a different level. Prime Jose Aldo, prime Fedor Emelianenko. There's a lot of guys that could be there.
Need to bring Royce Gracie.
Royce Gracie, for me, is my number one. Royce Gracie is my number one.
Exactly. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Ma question est pour Patrick Cote. Jean-Pascal te défie sur les réseaux sociaux de monter avec lui, te battre pour un combat de boxe ou de MMA par la suite. Est-ce que tu acceptes son défi, oui ou non? Mais avant de répondre, la foule, est-ce que vous voulez revoir Patrick Cote sur le ring ou dans l'octogone?
Ouais! Yo!
Yes!
I want to see this. Moi, je veux voir ça.
Patrick, ta réponse?
Je pense que les gens ont compris que le MMA est rendu plus fort que la boxe au niveau du spectacle parce qu'il vient sur mes plateformes de MMA pour me donner un challenge. Donc, pauvres petits gens, ils cherchent de l'attention, je pense. Mais écoute, moi, je suis à la retraite depuis 8 ans. Tout le monde a un prix. On verra ce qu'il va m'offrir à un moment donné. Mais on verra bien, mais c'est sûr qu'il va y avoir des changements sur le règlement.
Parfait, merci. Puis une dernière affaire, j'aimerais ça que tout le monde fasse enflammer la salle pour ces 5 légendes. Donc, est-ce qu'on fait enflammer la salle? Bonne soirée.
Thank you. I really wish I spoke French right now. Go ahead, sir.
This question is for John Anik and GSP. Do you guys have a quick quote or a message for young kids who dream to be in the UFC in the future?
Well, George, I guess you'd be the better man to answer this question, but I guess I would just say in a broad sense, you never know when your opportunity is going to present itself, so you have to figure out a way to be ready. So whether that's for an amateur setting or a fight that you're not aware of, you got to try to be ready 24/7, 365.
It's a good advice, and I will steal the quote from Michelangelo, and I don't want to mess it up, but I think I will. The danger in life is not to aim too high and never reach your goal, is to aim too low and reach it. So don't be afraid to dream big and go for it.
Hey, thank you. That's deep. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, brother.
Assalamu alaikum, Montreal. How are you? Everything is good? Yeah, thank you, George, for coming here. Thank you, UFC, for coming here. Just like I have a question for George about you mentioned a lot of things in podcasts, in video. You have afraid before to go into octagon. How do you control that before to go? And what do you kind of say for the people they have the same afraid for to go in something hard to do it?
The fear will always be there, and you need to be aware of it. When I was young, in the beginning of my career, I thought that the fear will dissipate with time. But I found out that it was the opposite. It got worse and worse because when you're successful, every fight is bigger than the last one. So there is more at stake. There's no courage without fear. So you need to go through fear in order. The bigger the risk, bigger is the reward.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, GSP. I was just wondering which opponent of yours was the most difficult to prepare for and why?
I would say the best guy I've fought in terms of skill was BJ Penn. BJ Penn his nickname was the Prodigy because he was the first American to become Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt champion, I think in like 3 years and a half. He was a real prodigy. He was someone at the time who was like the perfect fighter. He was so fast. I remember the first time I fought him, I threw a jab And I used to be very fast. And when I threw that jab, he was behind me. I was like, what the hell? This guy just teleported itself. Like he was incredibly fast, incredibly skilled, and very hard to deal with.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and good luck to Eamon this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, brother.
Assalamu alaikum, Montreal. I came here all the way from Kyrgyzstan only to ask this question from John Anik. I'm the only MMA journalist from Central Asia. Can I get my chance to join the UFC and work for your company, sir?
My brother, I got much love for you. We had a conversation yesterday. I will do everything in my limited power to try to see what we can do. But you're on the right path, my man. Stay with
It's
it.
a huge honor. Thank you.
He gave me one of those hats yesterday, too. I got my own hat. Thank you, brother. Go ahead.
This question's for GSP. Islam Makhachev just came out and he said that he's not vacating the title and he's going to face Ilia Topuria. I want to know your opinion and who you got winning that fight.
Ooh, that's a good fight for the fans. I think if Islam Makhachev can take Ilia Topuria and nail him to the ground and work his ground and pound and his submission, he has a good chance to win. However, if Ilia Topuria can time Makhachev and hit him, because when Topuria touches you, it's everything he touches, it's going down, you know? So it's a very interesting matchup. It's a fight for the fans, and there's a lot of different outcomes that can happen. It's not always the best fighter that wins the fight. It's the fighter that fights the best, and it's a fight that I really want to see, and I don't know who's going to win.
Thank you very much, GSP. Guys, follow Fight Capital Media. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, how's it going? I was going to ask GSP, who is your favorite fighter? Who do you look up the most right now?
There's a lot of guys. I like Volkanovski is one of my favorite. He's very skilled. I like Ilia Topuria, Islam Makhachev, and they both might fight each other, so it's gonna be great. Manon Fiorot is very good. She's fighting tomorrow against Valentina Shevchenko. So there's a lot of good talent.
Oh yeah. I traveled 13 hours from Williams Lake, BC to be here, and I'm 11 months sober in 2 days. And I was wondering if I could have picture with you guys for my 11th month.
Well, sure, man. Hey, congratulations. It's a hard thing to do, man. Respect.
I appreciate you guys.
Go ahead, brother.
OK. So, Georges, j'ai deux choses à te dire. Première chose, merci d'avoir mis le Québec sur la map. Parce que grâce à toi, la UFC au Québec est devenue plus grande, puis est devenue gigantesque. Ça, tout le monde le sait depuis le début. Puis la deuxième question, c'est, tu penses-tu faire un combat caritatif un jour?
Je reviendrai plus pour essayer de prouver que je suis l'homme le plus fort et me battre en arts martiaux mixtes. Ça, c'est fini pour moi. Mais si jamais il y a une opportunité pour un match de grappling ou un combat hybride ou WWE ou quelque chose pour les fans, peut-être pour une œuvre de charité, quelque chose comme ça qui est le fun, pourquoi pas, je ne ferme pas la porte.
Merci.
Go ahead, brother.
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you, George. First of all, George and David, I have a friend who wrestled against you, George, and both of you guys, you were taught by my coach, whose name is Mohamed Zamzami, when you started your career. I don't know if you remember. My question is for everybody, since it has already been asked to you, George. So, if you could go back in time before your career, what advices would you give to your younger self?
Go ahead, D.
Follow your gut feeling. Follow your instincts. You know, you got to be stubborn, and because when you have dreams, most people are not going to believe in your dream because it's yours, right? It's not theirs. So obviously they're not going to believe in it. So you just got to be stubborn and follow your gut and just work hard. That's what I tell myself.
Thank you. Don't be shy to answer, guys. It's fine.
For me, never try McDonald's. That's my thing. That's my thing. That was really hard for me to. When I was on diet, when I dropped at 170, that was really, really hard. So that's the thing. It's all about food. On my side, it's all about food. So just giving me a better advice on food when I was young.
I would say for me, just to stay the course and filter out distractions, and that's pretty much it.
About fighting and training, I would say take care of your body. If you want to last longer, this is something I regret very much. I was pretty tough on myself, and I feel like I haven't taken care of myself enough so I could have a longer career.
Thank you. And George, if you could just, even though you already answered it, if you could just give me some words. I'm 16. I'm training and fighting in kickboxing and wrestling as well. So just a couple of words of wisdom would.
Yeah, it's normal to be afraid, but try to focus on the journey, on the present, on things that you can do every day to get better, on the small things, make yourself a routine of a champion's routine, and over time it will pay off. Focus on the present, not too much on the future or the past. Live in the present.
Thank you very much, guys. Maybe one day you'll hear my name in the UFC.
All right, folks, we got the weigh-in coming up in 20 minutes. We have time for one final question. Young man, take it away.
Rory, obviously, you've given us the best war I've ever seen in my life, fighting Robbie Lawler.
Thank you.
And GSP, you've given us countless wars time and time again throughout your career. I just wanted to say, what would be the best advice in giving adversity, like advice in adversity to give us?
I would say to face adversity, it comes with the preparation. You build up your confidence. And if you build up your confidence, you can have faith in yourself. Faith in yourself doesn't mean you're not afraid. It just means that you know that you have what you need to succeed. And that's what matters the most. I can make an analogy. Someone who has a lot of talent, but no confidence is the equivalent of someone who has a lot of money in his bank account, but no way of accessing it. So if you want to reach your full potential, you need confidence. And the way you build it, it's with preparation.
Beautiful answer and a great note on which to end. Montreal, you guys are the best. We're far from done. Don't forget, weigh-in coming up in 20 minutes. But for now, how about a final hand for the legends? David Loiseau, George St-Pierre, Rory MacDonald, Patrick Cote, and Valerie Letourneau.